Basically, I am able to create this space of mine, and then they're like, oh no, never mind, he doesn't get speech therapy. Oh, so you went off topic and you brought up food. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Karina and I am an SLPA who shares my family, speech, and lifestyle here on YouTube. Today's video is sharing with you guys how my first couple of weeks in speech therapy have gone. Now keep in mind, I do work in the school setting. I'm not working in a clinic. I'm not working at a hospital. I don't know if SLPAs can work in hospital settings, but you get the point. I'm working at a school. Now this year I was very excited because my caseload is kind of shrinking. It's I used to be at 2 schools and now I'm at 1. That's the simplest way I can put it without, explaining too much. As I've shared in my recent videos, I'm just very excited to give like this quality type of therapy now. I feel like when my caseload was getting a little crazy, it was kind of impossible to look at every single person. I did have to take a lot of extra time and consider their goals and review goals and see what goals am I not addressing and kind of highlighting those. It was just a lot of work last year and the years in the past. So I'm very excited to kind of settle down and really focus on, quality therapy, like I mentioned earlier. The second thing I was the most excited about this year is my space. So yes, it's still like a space technically in the hallway, and I do just have like this blue wall. Basically, I am able to create this space of mine. I loved it so far. I've been able to kind of pin up my schedule, have these little folders on the side divided into language, into articulation, into pragmatics, and then other. So that's been really great just to kind of get organized. I've also really been using this year our Super Duper subscription. So if you didn't know this, now you do. Super Duper does have a complete online digital library. I'm gonna say that Super Duper has this online digital library, and you are able to access all sorts of things from games and their fun decks. So if you know anything about Super Duper, they make a lot of different games that make it fun to learn about speech and articulation and their sounds, and they have all sorts of things. So in the past, I do have their board games, and this digital library is very great because it complements a lot of their activities that you do buy. For example, last year I did purchase a vocab or core curriculum sort of game, and it comes with a lot of different cards that I haven't even reviewed because it's so many. So in their digital library on the Super Duper website, they do have worksheets to kind of go along with that game, and it makes it really neat because you're able to kind of see where these kids are at. You're able to see, are they getting it, are they not, do they need more help in this, besides just playing and doing, fun therapy. So I really liked that. The other part in that is that they have these fun decks that I'm saying, and they also have board games on there. So it is all electronic in that sense, and you'll have to use like an iPad. I would recommend an iPad. You can even use a laptop. You can, if you want to put it like up on the board and what's it called, like an overhead, where you're showing them like on a big whiteboard. Another great thing that I have loved in this Super Duper library is that I kind of get to use it to my advantage because there's games on there that are just on an iPad. It makes it very portable, obviously. So what I'm doing is, for example, if I have a group of 3 kids and one is only articulation and the other 2, for example, are working on vocab that day, I will take that one kid working on articulation and I will give him the iPad, and I'll kind of incentivize it, and I'll say, hey, today I'm gonna have you do one game on the iPad for, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then once you're finished, we will all come together and do this game, or we will all come together and talk about blank. That way I'm able to get some one-on-one time with the 2 students that are working on vocabulary, and then the other one that is working on articulation might, by this time, I'm hoping, right, already knows the drill on how to produce his R sound, where his tongue needs to be. He's practiced. So I'm giving this game sort of like as an incentive for him to practice and me also see his progress and where he's at. Now, I'm sure you can imagine how crazy the first few weeks are. If you're an SLPA, you know how it is. You're having to reschedule kids here and there, their schedule's changing, and you have to revise your own speech schedule, and then you have to add a student here, and then they're like, oh no, never mind, he doesn't get speech therapy, so you take him out, and then you got to go tell the teacher, hey, I made a mistake, or you know what I mean. My brain is just on go mode the first couple of weeks. So I was not able to film every single second of my entire first week. Before I get into my speech sessions, I want to tell you guys that seriously, every morning I try to make it a thing where I get there early and I get to organize my planner. I get to write down my personal to-do list, my work to-do list, who I need to email, who I need to respond to, what questions I need to ask. I do that for every day. I also do this throughout the week. So if I remember, hey, it's Monday and by Thursday I need to do this, I'll write it down immediately. And this is, again, where my passion planner comes into play. It's the best thing ever. You can save some money by using my code, and I will leave that in the description box. That's what really sets the tone for my day, my work day at least, and it really helps me get a clear vision on where I'm going that day and what my intention is. And I also am able to just kind of plan things out better. I'm not consistently thinking about things I have to do once I'm home or things I have to do tomorrow. It's already all written down in my planner, kind of like a brain dump. So I highly recommend you do that. I also, this year, am making sure that I am bringing snacks. I make sure that I bring my lunch, and I make sure that I'm getting a lunch, and I make sure I'm staying hydrated. Because those were definitely things that I didn't realize I had to work on last year until I made a video about what I eat in a day. I was like, oh my gosh, I really don't eat or snack. I'm not really getting much energy. I'm just work. So I recommend you do the same. Make time for lunch, give yourself a break, stay hydrated, and stay loaded with snacks. I was able to record some sessions. Now, of course, I'm not showing, these kids or anything. It's just me that you're watching, and you're getting to kind of hear their responses. Now in these videos, I'm kind of focusing on vocab. This is a huge thing this year. I do get a lot of goals from my SLP that she writes, and she's writing a lot of them, to work on vocabulary, like basic vocabulary, grade level vocab. So what that looks like is me kind of seeing what they know. I'm taking different categories. I'm doing transportation, I'm doing occupations, I'm doing things in the house, doing different foods, things that I think are appropriate for their age. And what I'm doing, especially with the super duper library, I'm able to print out pictures and make it a fun activity where one day we're coloring something, or maybe one day we're playing a game with these different words that we've learned. So I'm trying to make it fun for them, but I also want them to really learn, because like I mentioned earlier, this year I'm really focusing on like quality therapy. I really want to see progress pretty soon, as fast as I can, obviously, but I want to really keep track of their progress, and I want to see progress, at the end of the year. I don't want it to be like 70% mastered. I would love it if they could master all of their goals. So that is my goal, and that's why I'm working so hard these first couple of weeks doing printouts and stuff like that. But my point was, these sessions that I did record are focused on vocab. So you're gonna hear me consistently talking about like an astronaut. I talk about a bus driver, a truck driver. I believe I talk about a pilot, and we're telling the differences between a pilot and an astronaut. What's the difference between a truck driver and a bus driver? And then the next grade level might be something else. It might be things in the house or things in your bathroom. And what does that look like? What's the counter for? What's the brush for? It's a lot of basic vocabulary, but it is age appropriate. The bus driver. Where's the bus driver? Yeah, that's the school bus. Nice job. And the bus driver takes us to school. To school. Nice job. After you color the bus driver, I want you to color the door to the bus, okay? What does the door help us do? To go inside. Kids get out of the school bus, and then cars have to stop. Tell me, what do you think the wheels help us do again? Like the wheels on the bus, what does that help the bus do? To go to school. How to drive and to keep going, yeah, to stay on the road. So the first one was doing mostly vocab. We did astronaut, pilot, bus driver, truck driver. Done. Okay. Done. Just like this. Duck. Quack, quack, quack. Duck. Quack, quack, quack. Duck. Quack, 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 quack. Great job, friend. This is an elephant. Long nose. Long. This is a person who drives the airplane. Let's listen. Who flies an airplane? You're right, you pointed. I'm proud of you.
Who flies an airplane? In the air. A flight attendant. A pilot.
This one.
Is it in the air?
No.
That's not a person. In the air makes me picture up there. That's a place. Is it going to be a flight attendant or a pilot?
A flight attendant.
Okay, what's this person? Is this a flight attendant or a
Who flies
pilot?
an airplane?
Pilot.
This
In
is a
the
pilot.
air. A flight attendant. A pilot.
A pilot.
Exactly, that's who flies the airplane. That's the picture we've been looking at. See, they have a microphone, they have a hat on. Good job. Who writes letters and works in an office?
Who types letters and works in an office? A surgeon. On the computer. An administrative assistant.
Wait a second. On the computer, is that a person?
No.
No. On the computer makes me picture somebody's typing. So it's not that one.
On the computer.
So our other options are a surgeon or an assistant. Do you know what a surgeon is?
Assistant.
And it's an assistant. You beat me. My friends. Next one, I'm gonna read it. This is a comb.
Comb.
Next, let's all say medicine.
Medicine.
Good. Counter.
Counter.
Again.
Counter.
Okay, let's start over. Comb.
Comb. Comb.
Medicine.
Medicine.
Counter.
Counter. When mom gave me some medicine, when
She didn't give you medicine because you were gonna eat. She gives you medicine when you're sick, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Anyone remember what deodorant is for? It goes under our armpits like this. What is it for?
If you're sweating and you take a bath. I know. And then you can put it if you're so sweaty.
Good. Good job. I heard you, friend. I was listening to her first, but now you can go. Go ahead.
When we put something.
Very last session, it was a little tricky because I was having them give me members of a category. And these are things we reviewed in the past. So when it came down to it and they were naming different things, I felt like we kept getting off topic. And for me, I think visuals work very well, especially for this group of kids. I've worked with them before. I think visuals also work for them. And I'm doing it and I'm trying to keep them on topic without making it sound like it's such a bad thing. I want them to realize that getting off topic happens, but you also need to come back and you have to do it appropriately. For example, I mentioned in this clip that I want them to, if they're getting off topic, I want them to, kindly say, hey, I know this is off topic, but, and then go on with what they're going to say. I felt like I kept getting interrupted in this speech session. So what I did towards the end was create like a visual of a path up on the board for them to see, hey, okay, we're gonna walk down this path and this is our conversation. And I made it very clear that every time we get off topic, I'm going to draw a big arrow to the side of the path and I'm gonna write down what topic that is. I found that that was working. They were able to see, okay, yeah, I'm getting off topic, but they didn't really understand, okay, I shouldn't be getting off topic. Why is that wrong? Or I'm getting off topic, but they weren't able to see that it was not okay. So what I started to do was I made 3 circles towards the bottom and to the right of the board. And I said, okay, we get 3 chances to get off topic. Now, after we reach the 3rd one, we're gonna have to do another activity. And I thought that was appropriate because that's a good way, I thought in my head, to let them know, okay, this is not okay. You don't want to reach 3 times that you're interrupting or 3 times that you're changing the topic completely. Now, I've done this in other areas. I've done this with asking me the time. I have a lot of older students within a 30-minute session will ask me what time it is about 3 or 4 times. So I'll do 2 small circles or maybe 3 circles depending on who it is. And I'll say, okay, you only get 2 chances to ask me what time it is. Or you only get 3 chances to ask me what time it is. Because then if I'm not doing that, they're consistently asking. And I've just used that in other areas for speech therapy. That's guitar. That's a great one. Name me another one.
And then, saxophone.
Saxophone. You're on a roll.
Guitar?
A guitar. He did say guitar, but thank you. Yes.
Wait, did you say it?
He did. I think so.
Yep.
Let's move on to another one. You all ready? Can
You know
please
what PS5
name me?
is?
This one's easy.
You know what the PS5 is?
We're not talking about PS5 though.
I talk about like every this things. I mean the stuff.
Well, we were talking about musical instruments. I don't think a PS5 is an instrument.
No. I meant games.
I'm not sure, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about letters. Like A, B, C.
That's not what I'm talking about, okay?
I know. That's why I'm saying yours is off topic. That's not on topic. If we're talking about letters, and then I say, oh my gosh, my dog the other day, he threw up. What?
No.
That's random.
Yeah,
That came out of nowhere. It's kind of odd that we got off topic. So when we're talking about one thing, if you have something to say that's not about letters, you can say, I'm sorry, can I change the topic?
You know cheesesteak?
What, my friend?
Cheesesteak.
I'm not sure what that is.
It looks like a cheese.
That was off topic though.
On like a stick.
But that was not what we were talking about.
I mean like a cracker.
I know, but that's not what we were talking about.
Yeah. I was talking about food.
We were.
Ooh,
We were not talking about food though. We were talking about other things. Let's come back, okay? So on here, I'm actually gonna draw it out for y'all. Up on my path right now, we're talking about bugs. So we should be staying on this path. Can y'all please name me some bugs that you know?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Crickets.
Crickets is a good one. I'm gonna think about some clothes. What are some
centipede.
clothes?
Centipede.
Oh, a centipede. That's a good one. That actually
that-
begins with the letter C. It makes the S sound though. You're right.
Ooh, how
Yes.
about a shirt?
A shirt? I think he said that already.
No, he didn't. T-shirt.
Okay. Oh, you said t-shirt. Okay. What else?
Shoes.
I was about to say shoes. Nice. Is that talking about clothes?
No.
No. So you went off topic and you brought up food. Okay,
which
so hold
one
on.
do you-
Here are our 3 circles or 3 chances to get off topic. We just went through 1. We only have 2 more chances to get off topic. Okay, let's come back onto our path. And now we're going to talk about things that you can drive. That's all that I have to share with you guys. I hope you all did like this video. If you did, make sure to give my video a like and subscribe to my channel. It'll mean so much to me. And I will catch you in my next one. Bye.